Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Today we have a story for everybody about Scott Wern. And Scott is a person that we haven't spoken about before here on the channel, but this is a man that has been at the center of controversy over the last little while and ever since he first came on the show. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Scott's bankruptcy. Now, I believe Scott has had 4 bankruptcies, and we're going to look a little bit at his latest bankruptcy situation because there is some controversy there. Now, Scott was in a relationship with Lydia, and that didn't work out very well, and he's been accused of cheating on Lydia and being a bit of a serial cheater and an overall jackass, and even wanting to fight fellow YouTuber Moving Mad. And so this guy has been at the center of tons of negative attention. So let's see what's going on with his bankruptcy here. So 90 Day Fiancé star Scott Wern, and this is coming to us from TVSeasonSpoilers.com. 90 Day Fiancé star Scott Wern has been creating controversies back to back, I would say. He initially rose to fame with his chaotic storyline with Lydia, which didn't last for very long. Now, since then, the celeb has been doing anything and everything to stay in the limelight. Now, amid all this, fans got to know about Scott's bankruptcy scandal. Apparently, it now has a shocking new update, which is leaving people in disbelief. What exactly is going on? What is Scott up to? What is he going to do next? So, huge update. 90 Day Fiancé star Scott made many headlines a few months ago upon filing for bankruptcy. He has filed for the same about 4 times in his life. Hence, the celeb is well aware of the dynamics and knows exactly how to deal with it. Now, I wonder, how exactly do you even file for bankruptcy 4 times? I mean, at some point, you would think that the creditors would stop giving you credit after 2 bankruptcies. You know, okay, fine, we'll give you a 3rd and final time. No, they've given him 4 chances. How many times can you screw up before it's, enough is enough? So Scott filed for his 4th bankruptcy on July 26th of this year, and that bankruptcy was closed on October 31st. Now, apparently, it seems that he already had a master plan to deal with his total liabilities or debts of over $500,000, $539,399 to be exact. Hence, Wern decided to sell his house in Spring Hill, Florida, which he initially bought in August 2021 for $295,000. And this is a screenshot, showcasing a little bit of what's going on with Scott here. So he posted this: sell house, pay off debt, check, move to New York, check, start working hospital for your last year as a respiratory therapist, 28 year, check, continue training hard, check, start process to meet criteria for SAG, not check, acting classes, not checked, don't give up and follow your dreams, doors will be closed but follow your passion, divine intervention, praying, first play or small acting role, always maintain balance, and remember, sometimes you have to almost lose everything to respect it. And then he says here, I'll share my notes on my phone. I don't believe in surrender. I'm relentless. Always have short and long-term goals. People will laugh, and this is my plan. I'll be vulnerable and love my followers to share their plan with me. I push you. You push me. We're a team, and there is no I in team. And then he puts flexing muscles, Team Scotty. So I don't know why I'm getting a little bit of a Jabri kind of vibe here from Scott. He's kind of seems, I don't know, there's something about that tone there that reminds me of the tone that Jabri usually takes in his social media posts and rants as well. Kind of this very, on the surface, super optimistic, kind of persona. But then when you really look and read between the lines, you kind of can tell that this person is a massive narcissist and everything is about them. And it's very similar with Jabri and his fake happy, see the light social media posts that were just full of hypocrisy, because he would post about being positive and, shining the light and all that stuff. I forget exactly his expression, but then he would kind of go after people that didn't fully agree with him. So a lot of hypocrisy. And I feel like you could see a similar kind of vibe to Scott's posting style. Scott initially demanded $360,000 and ended up locking his deal at $320,000 in mid-October. He soon uprooted his life in Florida and left for New York. The celeb then moved into a small apartment in Staten Island with his dog Ali. Wern soon started his new life and ended up with a job as a respiratory therapist in NYC. And amid all this, he recently shared a list of his goals, and we just went over his goals in here as well. So now it seems that Scott has finally entered into a completely new phase of his life. He has a job in a small apartment with a dog. Shockingly, all his outstanding bills have also been paid off. 90 Day Fiancé, Scott Wern shared a list of all the things that he now wants to do. And he has done many of them, but some are still left. And I think this is the part that really kind of interests people, is that he really seems like he is trying to make inroads into becoming an actor. And this is not the first time that we've spoken about this, but Scott, I feel like, based on everything that I've seen about him, and, just the way that he writes, the way that he communicates when he does Instagram lives, the way that was on the show, I really feel like he believes, that he's going to be this big actor. He just has to keep trying and keep working. And of course, if we look, he has an IMDb page, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but here it is, Scott Wern, and he has his contact info, agent info, resume. And of course, his photos are really from, I'm not sure where this is from. This is from Night Swimming. Is that a movie? Let's see what this says. April and Valentine decide the fate of their relationship. Jordan says goodbye. So this is basically, this is so funny, guys. He is basically putting his resume from 90 Day Fiancé. He's putting that up in here as if it's a scripted show. So IMDb generally is for scripted shows because that's what an actor does, right? He works in a scripted series, movie, short, series, whatever it is. That's what it is. And Scott here is basically acting as if his roles on 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, and the Family Chantel basically are the equivalent of him acting in a movie. So pretty funny stuff here. And, we also saw this with Rob Wern as well. So Scott Wern and Rob Wern, both of them have these IMDb pages where they pretend to be actors. And in Rob Wern's case, at least, he had some other experience. I think it was just a one lone movie, but still reality stars dumping their resume on IMDb. And now you can see here, on the article that he is really trying to make inroads as this actor. And he posted this a little while ago. Jim Carrey is not reprising his role for a Grinch sequel, despite reports, actors rep said. And he just posted this and he says, I want to play this part. So he's kind of acting very desperate, in my opinion. And you guys let me know what you think about Scott in the comment section down below. But he's kind of acting very desperate, and he's kind of getting slammed for for his behavior on the internet. So Scott's list also mentioned his desire to meet the criteria of SAG and continue training hard. This came after he revealed that he is singled again and has already parted ways with his girlfriend. Viewers now wondering what Wern's next move could be and if he is again planning to file for his 5th bankruptcy or not. So pretty interesting stuff there. Now, recently, Scott was involved in some, social media beef with Danielle Gates. And, for how unpopular Danielle is, she's lately finding herself on the right side of these feuds. Well, this feud with Scott and also her breakup with Johan. So here what happened is that, she did a live and threatened Scott with legal action. And Scott then eventually blowed everything up. So what supposedly happened, and I missed part of this, is that Scott shared a picture of Danielle on his Instagram. So Scott found out that Danielle thought he was a clout chaser and cast member chaser and didn't care for him, and it pissed him off. So to be ugly, he posted a picture of Danielle on his page. She private messaged him and asked that he please take any photos of her reference off his page. He screenshot the text and went on a rant on his IG. Now he's crying about getting death threats and slander when he started the whole thing. And, this person says, I don't even like Danielle, but this dude is an effing creep. And this other person says, he blocked me because I said that he gave out the production assistant's private email address because he didn't get invited to the party. I said, play fast and loose with private information about someone. Don't be shocked when karma comes calling. I asked if this was going to affect his New York job. So if two people ever deserved each other, it's these two yahoos. So Danielle and Scott. Now that will be a funny and interesting relationship here. So I hope Judge Judy will come out of retirement to hear this important case. This person says with a lot of sarcasm. So you can see here that a lot of people are just really not on Scott's side. He's, people think that he's a total weirdo and really desperate for his 15 minutes of fame. And also, we didn't cover this back in the summer, but Scott went after Moving Mad, another YouTuber, and I think a guy that many of you watch as well. He's very good. He's very funny. He's from the UK. And in this clip here that, I can just play a little bit of it, he actually threatens. Look at this.
Freaking guy, man. I want to kick this guy's ass. I want him to come from the UK and come to my backyard. I want this guy to come to me. Swear to God.
You probably DM'd her privately. She probably ignored you.
Oh my God, this freaking guy, man.
Honestly, I don't know how someone can be happy with coming across so desperate. But I had this conversation privately, man.
Okay, so what happened then is that basically Scott was essentially challenging, Madsy to come to Florida in his backyard, like fly all the way from the UK and come to Florida so that he could challenge him to a fight just because he didn't like getting criticized. I mean, Scott, this is a part of the deal here. Once you come on the show, you're going to get criticized. That's just how this works. I mean, I don't think this guy gets it. I don't know. He wants to be an actor, but I don't think he really understands how this whole thing works. Once you put yourself in the spotlight, you're fair game for criticism. If you're going to fight everybody that criticizes you, well, we just saw on Reddit and also on Instagram, tons of people are criticizing Scott. It's going to be a very stressful existence if you get that mad every time somebody criticizes you. Now, the reason why they were criticizing Scott was because they were his exes were exposing him, basically cheating on each other with the other person. And this was during the whole Lydia fiasco. And so that's the reason why this video was created in the first place. Scott really did not seem to enjoy that. And a lot of people here, let him have it. It all backfired on E. Scott. He managed to create the unthinkable. People siding with Lydia. And I kind of agree about that. That is kind of the unthinkable. He's still out there posting videos constantly, creating a fake narrative. Not going to work. Go somewhere else and take a seat. E. Scumbag killed me. This person says, I'll never in my lifetime side with Lydia. Scott is exactly the manifestation of everything she deserves. There are no sides to take in that scenario. Scott and Lydia deserved each other, and I feel like maybe we deserve Scott and Lydia for watching this garbage show to begin with. And I feel like this person kind of nailed it right there. Now, such a creeper. So a lot of people calling this guy very creepy and whatnot. So this is Scott's recent Instagram, and he is, in New York. And you could see it from his pictures right here. And he is wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And he's catching up on his personal videos. He says,
Thanksgiving. I'm knocking out those personal videos. If anybody else has personal videos, I think I've done about 100 so far. That's the Verrazano behind me. Here's Allie hanging out with me. And there's the Freedom Tower and the New York City skyline over there. It's a beautiful day, beautiful day. It's a little cold. I'm not going to go shirtless right now. It's cold. I've been out here for a while doing personal videos. So nothing but love. Love you guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving, okay? Bye. Hey, everybody. Have a happy.
So there is Scott right now in the flesh in New York. And you can see based on his Instagram, he's been posting quite a lot. And I still don't understand how he could have all these bankruptcies. And this is really what it's about. So Scott had 4 bankruptcies, which is a pretty shocking number to me. I really don't know how you get to that number. and he's had a bunch of failed relationships, and there was a huge cheating scandal with him. Now, people are saying that he is trying to get back on the show because he's trying to go to Colombia and meet up with an ex as well and try to get back on the show. Scott has denied those rumors, but you never know what that means, because even if he is contracted by TLC, he wouldn't be able to tell people that he is, and for fears of breaking his NDA. So there are rumors out there that he is going to be coming back on Love in Paradise. I don't think on a main show of 90 Day Fiancé. It will be on the summer show that not many people watch, Love in Paradise, but it is rumored that Scott is going to come back. So you guys let me know what you think about that. What do you make about Scott in general? What do you think about him? Do you think he's a clout chaser? Do you think he's a creep like everybody says? And what do you make about this whole Scott coming back to the USA? Coming back on the show by going to Colombia and to visit his ex as well. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button for more content right here on the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.